see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. All right, yes, this is our slow. So here we go. Okay, there's two. All right, let's go ahead and do this. We're working on getting stuff up to they don't have stories anymore. Great. Right. There we go. Hopefully this was working. I don't know. Hey, I'm live. Yay. There we go. There we go. Hey, Galena, how are you, sweetie? Hmm. It helps when you can actually type. Oop, that was dumb. Hey, Mary, happy birthday, sweetie. Copy, thank you. I know the feeling, Boo, I know the feeling. A little too well, if you ask me. I know you just woke up, so I'm not about to ask you a whole bunch of your questions. So, I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to just put it, well, no, I got one more area that I guess, let's see here. No, I've been bugging the crap out of that one, so no, I don't think that's a wise decision, so we won't do that. Hey, Gail. Uh, yeah, I was letting her sleep. I was not about to wake her up. I didn't know how long she slept. I think I need to get off and get back. Hey, Case, how you doing, sweetie? Oh, I have a few of you in here. Should I put the whole week? Hey, Noah. Should I put the whole week of December in here or just December? So, because we know there's 4 days of December left, and then we're going into the new year on Friday. So, do I do the whole week or just the 4 days? Questions. Yeah, I know the feeling. Actually, I've been kind of in a crappy place. So I haven't been in a good place. And then mom calls me instead of me call mom today. She has no power. Why does she have to go to? Okay, start a new one. Okay, so do the 4 days here and then do the other three in my other bullet journal. I get a call from mom, which luckily I actually woke up on time today, and she has to go to a hotel because she lives in no man's land, as I like to call it. Hey, Amy. And unfortunately, that means there's no no water, because she's on well, and with no power for 24 hours, she has no well. Yeah, I've been in a funk for the past few days, which sucks. Okay. All right, so we will do. Yeah, it really does suck. And when I found out she's been without power for 24 hours, it also means she has been without water for 24 hours. Yay. But she wanted to call me, so she didn't. So she knows I wasn't upset with her, and I'm going. I would be worried, but you know it makes sense. You live in a freaking place that's cray cray. So, and without that, you get, you know, what you get, sweetie. You know. So we will do 4 days, and then I will just do the running weekly for 4 days, 4 days of the week, and then I will put the other 3 in my new bullet journal. For those of you who don't know, no, I haven't even started it yet. This is a traveler's notebook that I made. That's the future log. There's the collections, and this is going to be my new bullet journal. So that means I got to do the month, this. I think what I'm going to do is put the regular trackers in here. Yeah, this is a no-so. I know she needs a generator badly, but as you now know, mom's a one now income family. And this is a no-so that I created. And it was nice because someone gave me this fabric and I used it. So put that like that. Open this up a little bit. I'm thinking of making a few more of these. We'll see how well that works out. But there we go. There is my, we're going to see how well I like going back to a bind book. I would normally do my own inserts, as you will see. Because this is another insert I created. Normally they're not this big, but December I went all out for steampunk. Sure. All right, so we're going to do 4 days. I might do workouts. Yes, I think it's going to work out very well. As you all know, I'm doing steampunk for the month of December. I am not a Christmas person. But, all right. So, what I could do, I'm not quite sure, but I have these stickers from Ugly Duck Planning that are free. You just have to join her Facebook group. Ooh, I can put the owl in again. Ooh, yes. This will be interesting. Yeah. I have never been one. I mean, if I do anything Christmassy, it's like the Grinch for Christmas, okay? When I do my Erin Condren flip through, you'll find that I'm not a fan of Valentine's Day either. Hey, Andy. Let's see here. Let's make sure I get one more thing. I think that's what I'm going to get. Of course, I can't find it. Looking. Oh, for those of you who don't know, Madam Dragon Cat's birthday is today, so please wish her a happy birthday in the comments, if you don't mind. She's made it another year. So, there we go. Make sure that she gets her love. Yeah. So, yes, it is her birthday. So, wish her a happy birthday. Let me see here. I have, or did I throw them over on there? Over there. No, I didn't either. this might be enough. And it might not be. I don't know. That doesn't feel right. So, yay! Like I said, you know, it's just one of those days, girl. It's one of those days. Everybody's having one of those days. It doesn't work out. It's not this. It's not that. Yeah, I know the drill. If anything, I know the drill very well lately. So the fun part is going to try to get this into here. How did that work? Let's see if it works. No, it has to be the finger, doesn't it? It don't like me, so that's okay. Yeah, I do not have. I will not have an emote for birthdays. Sorry, gang, I'm not doing it. And yes, I need glasses because I'm blind as a freaking bat. Nope, that did not go in there. And this is the stuff I should have had done before I started the vid for the stream, but you know, you guys can't see me have fun, you know? Ah, yay, it's in. Yes, okay. Coffee pot is already done, sweetheart. All you gotta do is grab your coffee and put your creamer and your sweetener in it. All right, since we're only gonna do 4 days, I have a master class on that day. Oh, I actually have a class to do. Let's see what kind of fun I can come up with for 4 days. All right. That's interesting. There's no Monday. I love this. This is pretty cool. Okay. So we'll have to grab from this one. All right, not a problem. All right, so I only have a few days. Thank you, gang, for picking this out for me. Noah, you leaving? Okay, bye. It hasn't been comfortable here, to be honest. Oh, you're going to lurk? There, well, no, you have to be a member to get those. Oh, your keyboard's glitzy. Okay. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I can. How did everybody's Christmas go? Let's ask that. Hopefully, it went well for a lot of you. Okay, you're gonna finish up your weekly setup. Let's see, which one? I want this one. I think I'm gonna take this one. These two. I think this is one. Okay. We got these. Yeah, I saw that. I saw where you did the stickers down. And I was like, okay, cool. I did like the video. Sorry I didn't comment. But I liked how you did it. So, but everybody else, how did your Christmas go? Mine was another day, basically. Okay? I am not having what you call the best week ever. That's an understatement. Did you find Monday? Yeah, I actually had to find it somewhere else because there is no Monday here. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's it. I was like, oh, we're missing Monday. So I took it from this sheet. Christmas went, oh, all right. All right. Christmas was on Zoom. Good to see her, but it sucked for an hour when it was, yeah, that's always the tough part. I mean, you have family and it makes sense. My mom basically canceled Christmas, understandably so. Matter of fact, yesterday made 2 months that Ely's been gone, so it's like, so yeah, you know, it's just one of those. eh. So, but you know, I have yet to clean anything else. I've moved a few things, and that was about it. Let's see here. Let's do this as Wednesday, and Thursday will be the cat. Okay. I'm going to try to do talking one next week. Oh, okay. What software are you using as the editing software, Galena? There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get this situated. Seeing the photo app that comes on my laptop. Never heard of a photo app doing the editing. Okay, that's interesting. Because I figure if you use the edit and it's as simple as mine is, you should have a mute button. Even if you don't mute your mic, you can mute the sound of anything else coming out and then top off with someone else doing sound, your sound bite. Like you did with the music. Yeah. I mean, they've got speed and whatnot. They should have something for sound. Keep you from posting sound. Should, mind you, should. Okay. Wednesday? Because I know you put down, you said muted mic, and I'm like, forgot to mute the mic, and I'm going, what you do is you do that first, and then put the sound bite on top, over top of it. I believe that's how it should go. So here we go, here we go, here we go. This has got to be the weirdest looking week I'm going to have. But hey, it works, right? Okay, there's that. All right. So we've got that part. Great. Working slowly, folks. Sorry about that. All right, since we is doing I don't need such a big thing because it's only going to have a few days. 20, 30 has been a... sweetie, I don't know where you went to, but I don't even want to skip all these years. I think you meant 2020. There's been a nightmare period thinking about breaking. Oh, Fudd, I'm so sorry you have yeah, like, damn, 10 years. We're still in this hell? No, thank you. I hope you're wrong on the prediction, okay? I love you. I hope you're wrong on the prediction. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, let's hope this is not. I'm sorry, Gail. It was too much. I'm like, I swear up and down, when midnight hits, I'm screaming Jumanji on New Year's Eve. When it hits New Year's Day at midnight, Jumanji! I want this to be over. So over. Yeah, her husband's been going through it, and it's like, it's rough for Jim. This is like his second round of it. It better not be. Let's put it that way. Yeah, let's pray that it's not. Okay, this needs to come down a little bit. Lucky for me that this just fills up a little bit. Same thing with this one. Oh, it's the third round? No, I mean the second time he's done chemo, the whole chemo thing, not just a round of it. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, Jim has cancer, and it is his uh, second diagnosis of chemo, and his thing is, you know, he's got. I know some of these people in here know who I'm talking about, but when Norma went through her chemo, it freaked me out when I was told it was like 5 days straight, and then it wasn't until Jim went through it that I was like, oh, this makes sense now because there's a pump that he has to wear, and this is like the third time this second because he's already been through a whole bunch of chemo before, and then this is the next round of chemo he has to do because somebody effed up. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna stick to it. But yeah, jeez, that's great, Case, that he beat it. I'm so thrilled because that's just rough. Oh my gosh, Noah. Yeah, I know your Nana's been going through that too. It's been really rough for people, and yeah, it's not an easy thing. And I'm so thrilled that your nephew managed to beat it. Yeah, so this has been a rough year for Gail. Of course, she's no stranger to cancer either, unfortunately. Yeah. So, fortunately, Gail has gone through it. Yeah. But I am so thrilled that your nephew beat it because that is, to me, that's just too much punishment. And I can't do a straight line to save my life. Hey, yay me. There we go. Yeah. So it is scary nonetheless. Go. Yeah, that's awesome. Hopefully you will be able to see your Nana next week. Oh, all right. I think I'm going to put those right across just the way that they are. And leave the spacing in there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like this. I think it's a really cute just the way it is, just like that, even though really should, nah, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to actually, because I like the thing in the middle. I like this paper to come through. So one here. Try to get this right. This here is from Ugly Duck Planning. And this is the, I don't remember which one this one is. Yeah. Wait. Put the dog on the other side. If I can get this to peel. I'm telling you, I'm missing my nails too much. There's that one. There's that one. And then, yeah, I like that. I didn't want the white space. And then there we go. We have a little bit, and I like the paper background. All right. Okay, so now I got to figure out. I was going to use this, but I'm only doing a partial week, not a full week. So maybe I could do these instead. Do I have one in here? Hold on. Okay, not those. Okay, hold on. That would work just fine right there. All right, that one. Or is there any others in here that I don't know about? I don't think so. That's the only one. Okay, so that's the only one that popped up. So let's do that. I like that. That's a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, well, these are actually not stickers. These are paper. But I think I'm going to do the lock. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like that because it's not going to be, like I said, I'm not doing a full week. These are a kit that I print out from Vectra Designs. So that will go there. Yeah, I like them too. I love steampunk. I'm a sucker for steampunk. All right, so I don't need that big of a thing. What I'm doing off the screen is a paper bag. I thought I left it earlier. Right. Okay. Yeah, I got a thing for clocks and I got a thing for keys and that, so it's always, I'm a weirdo when it comes to certain things. know dang well this is not going to work, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm too lazy to do anything else. We'll see. I'm not liking this edge here. Hi, Rom. Alright, so I already got my video up for the new social media. I think. I might double this up. Nah. Let's not double it up. Now this is too much, and I know that, but as long as it fits. That is one tight. This. Go. That fits. That's the biggest thing. You want to make sure that fits. And I'm actually not going to put, like I've been doing, is I've put the paper back. Rome. No. I'm going to go ahead and just put in the pocket since this is already up. This might be a little too big. Yeah, I do love my steampunk though. I don't know what I'm doing for next month's theme. Haven't decided. I will tell you this much, I'm not doing the New Year, New Me crap. That doesn't work for me. Never has. Maybe New Year improve me, maybe, but that's it. But not the New Year. That's supposed to go like this? Okay. I think so. Now let's do it this way. There we go. Yeah, I'm still me. It's like, you know, maybe improving myself, yes, but not. I keep hearing Rich saying that, and it's like, New Year, new me. And I'm going, dude, who says this crap? Because I sure as heck ain't heard it. I'm going, not me. No, no, no. Improve me, yes, but I'm still me, so. I do know one thing I'm doing next year, and it's with Amy, and that is we are going to work on, for those of you who've ever heard The Secret, they had a book called Magic come out. And Amy was nice enough to get it for me, and we are going to start on the new year, start with the first chapter, and work our way through the book, and it's 28 days, and then, you know, and I think it's working yeah. Yeah, or improve me, you know, not new me. It's like, what the hell? I don't know how you found this, but we need to stop it. Yeah, it's a book. Give me 1 second and I'll show you the book. Here you go. No, this is the book, The Magic. It's based off The Secret, which I have never read The Secret, so I don't know much about it. Other than I'm thinking it's a law of attraction. It's what I keep hearing about. When they say law of attraction, they always reference The Secret, and it's called The Magic. So we are going to be working with this book. Here. Both I and her talked about this because day one is here, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters of. I don't see a difference, Lynn. That I believe. You know, I think we're going to read these before the new year, new day, and then it's day one through all this. Up to day 28, and then there's 2 more chapters after that. I don't know how long the chapters are, but that's what I'm going to be working on with her. And I said, yeah, let's do this. So no, new year improvement for me. You know, I still have a long way to go. By the way, Amy, thank you for that. I need to put that in my, she sent me something, or excuse me, Facebook. Let me see here if I can find it real quick. I still love those Nightmare Before Christmas plates you got. Ah, here we go. She tagged me in a post. Please grant me the serenity to stop beating myself up for not doing things perfectly, the courage to forgive myself because I'm always trying my best, and the wisdom to know that I am a good person with a kind heart. Thank you, Amy. I really needed that. So, yeah. She tagged me in that. Like I said, my Christmas wasn't really that great. It was... I needed it. It was just something that, you know, it's very hard. That's why I say not new me, because there's going to be no new me. It's me, you know. I have actually saved it. I think and this was inspired by Eleanor Brown. I don't know who Eleanor Brown is, but yeah, I loved it. And I think I'm going to put it in somewhere. Not sure if it's going to be in my bullet journal or if it's actually going to be in a collection. I don't know yet, but I love it. So all right, so this is fitting in just nicely. Okay. Still doing what we call the running weeks. The question is, hey, it's perfect. All right. I do this and then I don't measure it. I don't hit it right, and I'm like, ah. There we go. So I think this is going to be just fine right there. There we go. Did I do it right? Yes, I did it right. And that is just perfect. But I am going to take that little bit off. Yeah, she tagged me in that, so yay. It's something that needed to be done, you know. I am not going to tear this because I know exactly what will happen as soon as I tear it. It will. Yes, I know. That's something else that we're going to talk about. I needed to get with you on because I did not put that in my there's still snow. Yes, but there's still snow. He's like, there's still snow. I'm like, yep. No ifs, no ands, no buts. All right, we got that. We got this. Okay, so let's do some things. Okay. So we're just doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yay. I'm going to do big one for this one. And then the rest are going to be a little bit smaller. The post office isn't open on New Year's Day, but New Year's Eve, correct? Thank you. My brain is going, duh. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that because I need to get.
About what?
No.
Oh.
Galena.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's so much fun. I know, sweetie. Holy shit.
Where's she rubbed in on?
Okay.
My arm not something down.
Yeah, probably the spray. Yep, because I used that damn spray.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did. I had a bagel, but that's not what I used the spray for. I'll explain later. It was to grease a wheel. And yes, these are at angles. Yay! Telling you, I have more fun than anybody. Comes to this stuff. I don't know if I'm doing a theme for next month or not. If I do, I don't know what it is right at this moment. Right, and this is Twitch. That's driving me insane. I know. So many people hate when I do these things because it's like, hey, no, I did not feed
You
him.
poor baby.
Yes. So mistreated.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Here you go. Oh, Mama needed it, baby.
I do not have birthday posts this week, so I'm not gonna put the normal thing what I normally do. But I
You're
think
starving my. No. I know.
are you friggin' serious? Yeah, y'all are hearing my cat act up. And
He's
his
telling
and
me
it.
about how mean his mama is. I know.
Uh-huh. There's a chicken one back there of that quesadillas. Yeah, hold on a minute. Can't reach it because it's way back there. Nope. Oh, there's two chickens. You want another chicken? Yeah, that'll work. Sorry about that, folks.
Sorry.
She's short like me. Okay, let's see here.
I'm sorry.
All right. Let's put this on the back of this. I'm going to do it about right there. But yeah, there's some plans for a dual stream on New Year's Eve. And I hadn't talked to somebody about it yet because we haven't been able to talk about it. And I wanted to double check with her before I sat there and said anything about it because not knowing how everything is going. So, And by the way, Galena hates it when like I said, I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. As you saw, all these are angled. But it's my journal. I can get away with it. However, there's somebody on this thing. As you can see, it's twitchy because I did it crappy old with a ruler. You need to get more of this tape. We're almost out. Nope, she is not, because she canceled her doctor's appointment. Hi, Jolynn. She canceled her doctor's appointment, so unfortunately for us, we have to go to the doctor to get a referral. Well, you know, I might try streaming later, another day. So, yeah, no. How are you doing, Jolynn? I know you've been having a rough time. Oopsie. Is that where the tape stopped? Yep, that's where the tape stopped. There we go. There goes that. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what else I've got. All right. Let's see here. All right, we have that. All right. You're not coming up here. He said, watch me, Mom. All right, so let's go ahead and put the ribbon on. I'm using this grayish one. Yeah. Okay, there's that part. Oops. Just go this way. Oh, that's paper. Only this is fabric. Okay. Ooh, hello. Let's not do that. There we go. There's that part. Perfect. Let's get that part in there. There we go. That part gets there. Jolynn, how was your Christmas? Dare I ask? Okay, that's the best news you got, you know? Kids are happy. That's all that matters, right? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetie. How's Riley doing, sweetie? Her child has major issues, unfortunately. I always feel for the kid because it's like what can go wrong does go wrong, unfortunately, for that child. How is your youngest doing? Because I know you're going through a lot. I hadn't heard about Riley, and I was really worried about Riley. Yeah. Hmm. That child has gone through enough. Seriously, she's gone through enough. She does not even need any more crap under her. But I understand why you've got to do it and why it's necessary. Child's been through a lot. What is she now? How old is Riley now? Yeah, that's got to be rough, baby. There. Fixes that. Yeah. It's always hard when people are losing, especially now. It's very hard. Do this real quick. I didn't think she was that old, but I wasn't sure. She just turned 3. Good grief. She has been through a lot for her 3 years. I'm sorry. She has. And I'm rolling this up backwards. Go figure. Yeah. Well, I know you've been having surgeries. She's been dealing with her. I mean, it's just like and I know now this also just compacts everything else. Yeah. I'm sorry, sweetie. I really am. Okay. So We're almost done with the bullet journal. Ugh. Oh, Lordy. I went out yesterday, not because I wanted to, it's because I had to. I looked at my emails yesterday and they popped up and said, "Hey, you have a package from Truffet delivered." And I went, I was really hoping not to go out. I went. All right. So let's start off with Monday. Ella's on it. I'm assuming she's on it too. Yeah, be very careful about driving. Okay. I have a master class at 1 p.m. And I believe this is the deep one. That's great. All right. Tuesday, I don't think I have anything. Knowledge. There should be some stickers here. Somewhere. I think there's some. Ah, there they are. Yes. Putting a sticker here so I don't forget. Thank you. Wednesday, it's Sam is on at 2:30. And then I call Mom that day as well. I call Mom at least 2 times a week. Thursday, we have Sam on at 2:30. And the sticker here is for Susan. Birthday, for those of you who are in our Fluffy group, we know, you know Susan. She is our Norway friend. And her birthday is the 31st. So, all right. Now, I'm supposed to go to the post office this day, this day, this day, this day. I should check my bank each day. I stream on Tuesday and Thursday. And the rest is on all right, so far this is the week. I'm supposed to stream this day. I hope I stream this day. I'm out of this funk. I need to get out of this funk. I need to clean the living room so I can get my area set up finally. I've got some done, but nothing. I've been actually lazy for the past few days. I think the only thing I did yesterday was move a bookshelf so Mary could go, okay, this is what I want. I think we're keeping it so she can see it. Then Thursday. Thursday is New Year's Eve. Here's the thing. Sam is supposed to be on at 2:30. Supposed to be. Not sure if she's going to do it. I'm going to go on at 6. And if Galena's still here, hello, Galena. Let's see if Galena's still here. Yep, still here. We, correct me if I'm wrong at any point of this, we are supposed to be doing a dual stream on her channel. So, we have it figured out. I'm going to jokingly say that I'm going to raid your channel, and then I'll join you after that. Because she has software where I can join in. I don't know what we're doing, but what I'll probably do is raid her channel. So I'll start at 6, probably maybe do 2 hours, give her a heads up, hey, you need to start streaming, and that way I can go over and raid hers. So what do y'all think about that? Now, mind you, I don't know what we're doing, probably art. Also this week, oh FUD, that's what I needed to put. No, I got it. I got it on my thing. Never mind. We've got our new challenge that starts today or tomorrow, and it's a weekly prompts. Give me 1 second. Profile. Really? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. All right. This is the copy, paste. This is the challenge we started. This is created by by 3 people. It is Galena, Amy, and myself. And you're going to create a monster or creature due for prompts. And the first prompt is drunk for next week. I need to post this challenge somewhere else, but I forget where the heck I'm supposed to post it. I'll be posting it. Try to get as much promotion as possible. If you like to draw or just want to have fun trying to create, this gives you a week on each prompt. So that is for the first quarter. We've already set up the whole year. This is just the first quarter. So you get to choose what you decide you want to draw for that item. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what we come up with. We loved Creaturetober. We just hated that we had to do it in 1 day for each prompt. So we decided, no, we're not doing that again. So that starts next week. Matter of fact, the last prompt of the year has more than a week. I think it's 12 days because we ended it up the whole month. I don't know if we'll do this again. It's been, so far, we'll see how it goes and how many people want to join it and everything. So this is my last week of December. I think I'm going to continue the running weeks in my new bullet journal. It's just not going to be set up like this. I'm not sure what else. I think I am actually going to put all my trackers right now for the first month. So I get a whole month of figuring out what I like and what I don't like in my other planners. I will be doing a video for all the planners that I'm using for the next month. Or, excuse me, not next month, next year. I'm hoping this will work out. Yeah. So, but you got a week to do that one prompt. It's not a day like we've been doing. It's a week. I think that. So this is what I've done for the last days of December. As I said, I have not done much setup for that. So as you see, it's not too bad. I've been doing some great stuff, but hey, it's still. So I've been liking it. Why do you use more than one planner? Simple. I am the type of person that is, I kind of just can't put everything in one thing. It gets too bundled. I myself like using different planners. I use 2 planners right now, which is this one here, and then this one I use this year. So all my inserts and my Erin Condren. My Erin Condren was for my social media, and this was for this month, December. No. Yes. Maybe. No. This is what what happens when you move around too much. And you move the stuff around and you don't get back to it. But I have smaller inserts. Okay, folks. This is the biggest insert I made for the whole year. But this is, you know, for my life, and this is my social media. And I like to decorate, as you see, I did. And as you can see, you'll find out during certain times, there's certain things I like. And I like to keep it this way. Next year, I am using, holy moly, I've got, this, which is my bullet. Then I've got a Happy Planner Cat Lovers, which is my social media. I've got 3 other planners that I'm actually going to use. The only ones I'm filming is this one and the Happy Planner for my social media. That's it. I've got the other 3 are for me, and they're not. Yeah, all at once. Because I am literally the type of person who kind of likes the. Are you going to use 3 journals? What do you mean 3 journals? I haven't even been. I have put down some things, but I'm doing a video on what I'm going to do. And what are you talking about, 3 journals? I'm sorry, Mary, what does this 3 journals? Not 3, a total of 5. 3, a total of 5 journals. Journals are planners. There's a difference, sweetie. I have a difference of, to me, it's a different thing. See, for you, when you say journals, my brain goes straight to, am I writing? Sorry, that's the reason why. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to use 5 different planners. One is for goals, one is for health, one is for spiritual, one is my life, and one is the social media. So yeah, there's going to be 5 planners. But I got to first set it up and have the field that I'm going to use it for. Oh, okay. Hopefully it's not your daughter. Hopefully not, but I have a feeling it was your daughter. So yeah, I'm using, yeah. So yeah, yeah, I'm using 5 planners. Yeah, don't say journals, Mary, because as soon as you say journals, my brain goes straight to, I don't think so, but you forget us. Some people have problems with, yeah, whatever, I know. So, but this right now, I've already done my future log, which is this here. I've not put my friends' birthdays in here yet and all, but I'm going to get that taken care of. And then, but I do have 3 doctor's appointments in here. One is mine, this one's mine, this one's Mary's. So I have to make sure I put Mary's is in here. I've got to remember that when I go see my doctor, I have a schedule for my mammogram, which also needs to be put in here somewhere. It's going to be after May, I believe. Yeah, and see, that's the thing is I've got right now, I'm going to use 5 planners. I'm going to try it, test it out this year, this coming year. And I'm going to try and work it this way. I did at one time do a bullet journal, a goal journal, which was a bullet journal, and I think my social media. Yeah, I did social media. And I only had 3 planners. This is my collections, which I did. I know I told you all I wasn't going to do a word of the year. It's going to be overcome. That's going to be my word of the year. I'm going to put it in here. I also have one for the magic book too. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of the, I don't know if anybody's ever seen this, but a reading bullet journal where they do their reading books and all that. it makes sense for some people. A lot of it does because they do the, I guess you would say, like some are actually get books to read in advance and give their reviews and whatnot. So it's kind of a business for them at the same time, but there's some people who do that. So yeah, I'm going to probably do, I probably have a book for that. I'm not sure if I put it with my spiritual, but I am going to have something. But this is going to be the collections, so they stay out of here. And all my months will go into this one. I don't know how many months will go into this one. So right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a 2-page spread of the monthly or 1 page and just do a list of what is required. But I think my first month, I'll have my trackers that I had in this book. What magic book? This one, Mary. The Secret. The Magic. That's what we're going to start with January 1st. Because it's day 1. It goes up to day 28. So I think for this one, at first I thought I was not going to put any of the certain trackers weren't going to come in here. But for right now, the first month, I think I want to do the trackers in here first. And then slowly move them over. Because some trackers are, you know, the habit tracker is one thing. The intentions is another thing. The daily stoic. What is the daily? I'm sorry. I know it's a 365-day book, but what is it exactly? Oh, okay. Yeah, some people do that. Oops. All right. It is so funky some days. Paste. There we go. Oh, it's a journaling book. Okay. I've been trying to get some information, get some ideas. Okay, so it's a writing and reflecting on art. Okay, let's see here. I'm curious. All right, so how to use a journal. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, I'm looking at this. Week 1. What's up to us? What's not up to us? Okay. Morning reflections, evening reflections. Oh, so it's a morning and evening reflections. My goal is to read 45 books next year. Awesome. That'd be cool. There was some interesting things, Mary. It's like, yeah, I just found it on Amazon. That was interesting. Yeah, the idea of writing the reflections. One of those would be kind of cool for you, Mary, is they had a what was it? It's not books to be read. It was books coming out, basically. It was a list. And they had a list of, okay, this book is supposed to be coming out on this day. That would be good for you. That kind of log would be great for you. So you have an idea of when your crazy authors come out with stuff. The one I call with multiple personality. This woman has three names that she writes under. Jane Krantz, which is I think her real name, Jane Castle, and Amanda Quick. Now, mind you, here's the best part about it. All 3 of those names, the books actually combine. One, Amanda Quick is regal or historical. Jane Krantz is present. Contemporary. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, well, she's in the 1920s now. Sorry, that was Amanda Quick. Then Jane Krantz is in present time, and Jane Castle is in futuristic. But they're all along the same story. They kind of all mesh together. Huh? I call her multiple personalities. Like, there he goes, yeah, Jane Krantz is coming out with a book. I'm like, are you sure it's Jane Krantz and not Quick and not our other one? And it's like, oh, maybe it's Quick. It's always fun trying to find those books, by the way. I think I'm hitting red. Come down a little bit. There we go. But I'm also thinking to putting a review to verify whether I like certain things or not. So that's what I'm planning on. I will do a video on the planners I'm using and how I'm using them. Like I said, there's only going to be 2 that are going to video. This one, the bullet journal, and my social media. That's it. I don't think I will do the goals one video. I don't think I'll do the health, and I don't think I'll do the spiritual. So, but that is what I'm planning. Yeah, but Nora Roberts doesn't write the same freaking story across the board on those 2. Her J.D. Robb is futuristic, scientific, science fiction, mystery. And Nora writes other stuff. Your freaking multiple personality one writes across the board. Those are supposed to be all together. What kind of notebook is this? I need to look it up, sweetie, because I really don't know. I know it's a 160-page GSM. I do know that much. I know I ordered it because it was, let me give you, here we go. It is supposedly, it is supposedly SEQES notebook. At the time I got it, let's see here, it is the dark blue Leo, and I got it, it was only $13.52. Mind you, this was during a good special. Oh, and I got it used. I got a used one. I didn't get the original, so that was pretty good. So, and it has 160 pages. Yeah, 160 pages. So I thought I would do this, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go back to a bound book. Then I created this thing, and I'm going, I wish I hadn't done it. But I actually am going to keep this, and I think I have a weird, here you go, sweetie. Right now, if you want the, by the way, I do not have an affiliate link with Amazon, so you can click it, anything. It's actually right now $18.99 for that one. Let me see, the blue Aquarius is $18.99. There's one with an ant on it, it's gray, it's $18.99. The gray Taurus is $18.99. But some of the others, like this, there's an owl, but that's $20.99. Certain ones, there are certain things that are extra. So, but there you go. There is the one that I got. I thought, why not try some heavy duty paper? See how well it works. It comes with, it comes with 2 ribbons. 2 ribbons. Pocket. Mine came with some stickers. I think they're tabs. Yeah. You got big tabs and you got small tabs. So if I want to tab these, I can. Instead of the pocket. Typical. Pencil loop or pen loop. And so there you go. There goes. Now I'm going to put these right here, this right here. Yeah, I'm see, the thing about it is the paper's what's really got me, is because I love the idea of the paper being so thick that maybe I can then put watercolor on it if I want a watercolor, like I did the last insert. The November insert was watercolored. I used watercolor for the whole thing. That was fun. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I've actually done the numbers, which is 37 dots down and 25 dots across on one page. I'm not using this page. I don't like how that is, so I never use it. And I can use this as the pen and all that because I don't like. I'm not a fan of this. It drives me crazy. So those pages were never going to be used. Someone said, "Why don't you do a cover page?" It's like, nuts. I just go ahead and do it this way. So this can be my pen test, which that would be a good thing to write down and see what I can do. Test page. I'm going to call it tester. That way, I will see what bleeds through, what doesn't. And hopefully that will work out. I can put my watercolor over here too, see what happens there. But I'll probably start my month off. I don't know if I'm doing dual month or not. That's the other thing. I'm like, do I do a dual month or do I do a half and then make the monthly task over here? It's going to be interesting how I use this, really, to be honest. But I think the first month, January, I will have all the normal, the habit tracker, the intentions, the self-care tracker, the steps, the sleep tracker, the Instagram post. I doubt I'm going to put my reading log there. I'm going to quit with the reading log thing. And then my weeklies will pop up. But I think that's what I'm going to do first, is I'm going to do that first. I just haven't figured out if I'm going to do one page over here. And then plus, I haven't figured out what my theme is going to be. So if you guys have any ideas for themes, spit them out. And I may or may not take it. Oh, no. So, this much. Angelina, this was my anti-Valentine's Day theme in my my little thing here. So, there you go. I love this one. You know, because I'm going to have to work with all the planners first and get a feel of what I'm going to do. I bought that from, was it the Happy Treasure Dragon? I think. Shop on Etsy. I will put some things in here. And this is going to be my collection. I like to keep certain things separate. So in case I fill out this book before, say, the end of the year, or say I get 6 months. I'm lucky if I get 6 months in here, okay? Not knowing if I'm going to or not. I don't move my collections or my future logs. They're already here. That's one thing I love about the Traveler's Notebook, is that I can have different inserts. And I'm not moving collections. That was the one thing I didn't care about, having everything in one book. It drove me nuts. But having 2 books and no system was very hard to keep the books together. So I think this works out much better. But if need be, I can always put a pocket here if I want to put an extra book. But I doubt me doing that. You see what I'm, you know, hope that makes sense. So I really like the idea of a traveler's notebook. That's why I went back to the inserts in 2008. No. 2019 is when I did books, and I wasn't happy. I went back to the inserts. And now that Traveler's Notebooks aren't the standard size, which is like this, I love this part. So, like I said, I've done this except for birthdays for my friends and that. So, if you want your shout out, make sure I have your birthdays. Most of you know I've already got your birthdays. Some of you I don't. So, if you want that, that's my future love for 2021. Everybody freaked out because I put January 2022 in here. I was like, and it's an extra page. And for those of you who want to do an insert that's just for that, and you do this, it is, I think, 7 pages. Yeah, 7 pages folded. That'll give you 1 year and a month. If you want to put the month there, you can put something totally different. I think what I'm going to do here is an Alistair calendar for the rest of the 2020 in case I get appointments, because I did have appointments for, like I said, February and March. So I might have to do that for this, is put the Alistair calendar on and maybe set up to about, I don't think I have anything past June. And then set it up, and if I have something, I can mark it here. That way I can bring it over to the next calendar. And as I said, this will be my collections, though I do not think this year I will put a index in the front. I did before. It's like it was a waste. Thank you. Hydrate time. All right. So, anybody got any goals? Okay, sweetie. Anybody doing any goals and whatnot? I've been looking because I've had a funk when it comes to certain things. When it comes to, sweetie, that's a goal every day of your life while you're with them. No offense, but it's the truth. Thank you. So, so I will probably buy, sweetie. You're sick. I might work on this Tuesday. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Yeah, but I don't think you want to see the cops either. Sorry. So, if you guys got any themes for me for this one. So Tuesday I might work on this and get this set up, ready to go, so you guys can see what's going on. Maybe I'll come up with some ideas. Don't know yet. Andy, has that Daily Stoic helped? No, she said she was almost completed with it. Or did I? Well, I was looking at it. Hold on. Oh, you got the reading one so far. Okay. Oh, you're right. I'm contemplating the Daily Stoic. Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm thinking of, oh, that'd be interesting. What I'm thinking of is, have you all heard of the daily paragraph or the daily writing? Where it's basically you write in the morning, just get stuff out, and then you go on. I don't think it's like a journal you just write. Some people are saying write a paragraph, right? Some people say page, but just something to write. Hmm, that's a cool quote. The soul becomes dyed by the color of its thoughts. Interesting. Hmm. I This is the first time I've heard about it because I really haven't been watching many planner information, planner videos and whatnot. So it's interesting to find out about different stuff now. Just kind of looking at it, the daily 15-minute thing. Yeah, I've heard of the morning. What is it called? It's by How the Miracle Morning. That's the one. And I sit there and I go, no, sweetie, this isn't. It is not a daily writing goal. What it is that you just write stuff out. Whether it's the nightmare things that are throwing in your head, you just throw it out on paper. You don't worry about grammar. You don't worry about spelling. You don't worry about nothing. You're just spewing first thing in the morning, just writing. It's nothing, it doesn't even have to be a paragraph, you know? It's just you spewing out stuff. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, you just spew stuff out. It's not, okay, you got to do this, this, this. I wouldn't do that, you know? But something, yeah, like a brain dump. That would be the first thing. Yeah, thank you. That's what it is. It's kind of like that. You just get up, pour out the crap out of your brain, and then start a fresh sheet for the day of your planner. Pretty much it's just getting crap out of your head. It could be anything from your crappy dream, you know, oh, I had a fight with such and such yesterday, or I have a hangover today. Just that. Um, my thing is going to be, yeah, yeah. For those of you who want to click it, go for it. But that's what it is. It's the morning, just getting stuff out. I was just wondering, it's something it's an idea that I would like to maybe incorporate for a morning routine. And for me, morning is 12 p.m., folks. Yeah, it's not a requirement of, oh, I've got to think. No, 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 no. It's just a dump, just to get crap out of your head, whether it's, okay, I have this, get it out of your head. That's what I'm talking about. That wasn't something like, I think if you're going to journal, per se, if you're going to do a journaling thing, it would be at night of what happened today. Was it a good day? What's the good points? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, I'm going to try to get back into the routine of 12 p.m. wake up, 4 a.m. sleep. That is because I'm more of a night owl. I do stuff at night, but I figure this would be a nice thing to get crap out of my head first thing in the morning. Like, what do I need to do? Da 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 da. And just read it. Doesn't mean that I'm going to do it. It's just getting the crap out of my head so it's not there, if that makes sense. So that would be something you could do. And I would say if you were going to do a journaling practice, like next month is NaNoWriMo, which is National Journaling Writing Month. And what you do is you basically write. That's it. You don't have to write a lot. So it is one of those things. And that's my thing is I'm going to sit there and try to do something. Yeah, it makes sense. And that way it's out of your head and you don't have it boggling in your minds constantly going da 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 da. Still spewing, I guess you would call it. That's what I'm thinking of doing is that. is that I would be doing, hey, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. So basically, finding something, and it doesn't have to do, like I said, it is, like I said, there's no spelling, no grammar, there's nothing. You just spew it. Instead of saying it, you're writing it out. So hopefully it'll flow from here, out your hand, and it's done. Yeah. But this is like every morning that you get up, just spew. The stuff's coming out. Whether it's, like I said, the nightmare, whatever. It could be anything. So I'm thinking of incorporating that as a morning routine, as a thing. And at night, I journal about the day. And my journaling isn't much. It's so simple things. It doesn't have to be. So if you want to do a writing practice, that's something I would suggest. But something that is very simple. Nothing, if you have too much to do, eh. But it could have been as simple as I saw a rainbow today is your journal. And there's the thing. And it brightened my day. That would be your journal. But to spew out stuff like I need to get this stuff, put it out there. Instead of putting it in your planner, because as soon as you put it in your planner, it's like, oh FUD, I didn't do this. No, 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 no. Just spew it in one spot. And whatever makes sense to do, that's what you do that day. Because there's days we can't do certain things. We can't move. I think what I did on the 23rd messed me up so bad that I couldn't really do much on the 20th yesterday. Because I moved so much stuff and it hurt. And that might have also incorporated in my funk mood. Yeah, you can write down your dreams for that matter. I don't remember mine, and some of them I don't even want to write down because they're so damn, no, I don't want to even see them again kind of deals. But at least I can sit there and be able to do something. I had a weird dream, needs to go away. Oh, yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I don't have those kind of dreams. I wish. But I don't. I have weird ones where I sit there and I go, I never wanted to see that place again. I don't ever want to. Why am I back there? Kind of, it's like the dreams you don't want to remember. I know it was supposed to be a joke, Barry, but I wish sometimes it was. It could be a good dream. But you're right, it could be a good dream for somebody. And you just sit there and I sit there and I go, what the hell am I doing back to that hellhole? I've had some of those, and to me, those are freaking nightmares. I'm trying to figure out why the hell was I dreaming this crap? My reasons for a week of reflections and reevaluation so I can have time myself to think things down and master a list and break it down from there. That's interesting. I'm thinking of doing reviews. I've seen some people there. No, I take that back. I've seen a person do a review. They put in that they do a review. And it's like a good idea. You're kind of going, it's not a bad idea. Why not do something that you're sitting there going, okay, hmm, is this a good one? Dot, 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 dot. What worked, what didn't work, blah, blah, blah. Get some ideas down. What do you need to work on? You know, I have to look at some of my, like I said, some of the planners. I need to look at them to the point of, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to place here, there, and everywhere. Where do I want it? Yeah. Yeah. So I thought, well, morning pages wouldn't be too bad. First thing in the morning, don't turn on the computer. What did you say you're going to review? I was thinking of maybe reviewing at the end of the month, each month, how these planners are working for me. Are they working for me? What worked? What didn't work? That's what I'm looking as a review. What could I change? What is better? That's why for the first month, I'm putting all my trackers in here. I first thought I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to put all the trackers in. But then I went, I'm in a routine right now that the trackers are always in my bullet journal. I need to get used to having trackers every place else and where they belong. Like right now, the habit tracker is fine to be put in here. My intentions are fine to be to put in here. The self tracker, let's be honest, the self tracker could go into, okay, sweetie, I'm sorry your pain is bad. Love you. Take it easy, okay, sweetie? My self tracker is going to go in here, even though it really needs to be with my health planner. My steps should go with my health planner. My sleep tracker should go with my health planner. My IG posting should go in my social media. Thank you. I don't think I'm doing a reading log, so, Right now, I'm going to put them in here. But next month, meaning February, I'll probably move certain ones out because they don't need to be in here. Yes, it's my personal life, but I'm using other ones to track certain things. So I'm not bogging down everything here. Okay, sweetie. So that's the other thing. You're sitting there, you're with this, and you're used to this, but you're moving stuff over to where you can focus on, okay, this focus here, this focus here, this focus there. Where my social media needs to be focused here, life is here, then my health, my spiritual, my goals. That's basically what the whole thing is my 5 planners are going to be a goal, my life, which is the bullet journal, my social media, spiritual, and health. That's my 5 planners. And I'm going to see how well they work if I pull it off. Hopefully it does. So that's my ideas right now. So that's what I'm going to do. And then review each one to see how well, 1, it worked. 2, if it was a smart idea. 3, if there's improvements, where should I improve? Different things like that. I'm going to start reviewing and trying to get myself, the word is overcome. And a lot of people are like, well, what are you overcoming? And I have, as you well know, bad tendencies. I go to the negative. I am quick to go to the negative than anyone I know. But that's me. And that doesn't help the depression doesn't work, make me feel good. And anxiety doesn't make me feel good. But what I need to do is help overcome certain obstacles. Mikey could probably tell you, I don't promote myself enough. I have to overcome the fear of asking for help. I have to overcome the fear of asking for money. I really don't like asking for that. I really don't like asking for help. Mary will be the first one to tell you. I'm not big on it. So it's very difficult for me in certain areas. Overcome my mindset. My mindset is shitty. Let's be honest. It is. It's shitty. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, yeah, I have to overcome a lot of things. So overcome, and Gail was nice enough to send me the link to do this quiz on what your word of the year should be. And mine happened to be overcome. So I thought, this is a pretty good one. Because I have to. This year was self, but that didn't work out for me. So I'm going to try to overcome and try to work on myself. That's why I said, I'm not saying new year, new me crap. No, new year, better myself year. Because I'm me. There's no ifs, no ands, buts. But I'm going to try to better myself. I'm good for being around for everybody else but myself. I think a lot of people could say that for me. I know Mary could. Because I'm not there for myself. I will put myself at the lowest position. So, there you go. So that's why I am going to do the reviews and see how each one is working. If it's working, what can I improve? What is going well? Things like that. Did I answer your question, Andy? I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do for the 100-day project either. I'm sitting there going, something tells me I'm going to craft. I think we go back. I think we have to go back to the basics and more time alone to release the negative stuff. I was wondering if you're doing a difference. No, 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 no. I probably will have to review my subscriptions and see which ones I'm keeping and all that. But yeah, for the review I'm referring to is for the planners right now. So yeah. Right. And that's the whole thing is trying to figure out one, what's working. Two, is it really benefiting me? Three, if it's not, what could do something better? You know, it's all these different things of going, okay, because it's one thing to, like I said, I don't mind filming my social media and my bullet journal. I love decorating those. Am I going to decorate in my health, in my spiritual, in my goals? I don't know. I'm, and to work to figure out, okay, is this working? And I wanted to just be able to segregate certain things. Working on my spirituality. I want it separate. I want it to sit there and, really get into certain things and go, okay, I think that morning paragraph or morning page, whatever you want to call it. Because somebody said morning paragraph instead of a page. Get rid of stuff out of the head. That's a great idea. I thought, hey, that'd be kind of cool, get rid of stuff. And you can use anything for that. You can use a notepad for that matter, a composition notebook, anything. Just to write and just get crap out of your head and then review it and go, okay, okay, that's out. Was there anything in there that I think that I need to do today? Okay, well, let me see. Is it possible? That can be pushed aside, but yeah. Yeah, it's whatever you need. And I think that would be a better thing. My thing is just to write, just to get crap out of my head first thing in the morning, because let's be honest, we don't do well first thing in the morning. Some of us don't. I'm not a morning person. I fully admit I am not a morning person. I'm thrilled to say that. I am a night owl. That's why I'm up late at night. That's why most of my videos go on are filmed after 12 a.m. in the morning. Because I'm more me than say 12 o'clock p.m. where I'm waking up and I'm going, don't talk to me. Let me have this. Don't talk to me. And I know, and to say morning a paragraph is better than morning pages. Because it's not, oh my God, I gotta write. No, 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 no. Just write something simple. Right? Dump whatever you got out. Get it out. Move. Done. You say morning pages, it freaks people out. Morning paragraph is best. because it's short. Paragraph is 4 sentences, if that. Sometimes it's 1 line, if you're lucky. So my thing is just do it that way. But I want to be able to segregate each item to look at it and go, is this working? Am I on the right track? What am I needing to improve? What do I have done well? A sentence. There you go. 3 words is a sentence. The cat ran. Which I think my cat's pissed with me. But, so simple, just something simple, something to do, something to work on myself to improve, to better, to overcome this mindset that I am in. And I am in a foul mindset. Mary can tell you for the past few days, I have not been me. And she's trying everything in her power to figure out, well, what can I do to help? And it's like, I don't know. I don't. If I had an answer, I'd tell her, but I don't know. And I'm tired of telling her I don't know. I know she must be sick of it, but she's also used to it. I haven't journaled this whole month, I think. This whole month I haven't. Nope. I take that back. I journaled for 3 days this whole month. That's it. Because I haven't felt like it. And then I need to start back journaling. But it's, when it's not there, it's not there. So I figured, let me do the brain dump in the morning. And I can journal at night, my day. That's when I get the heavy duty, what did I do today, all this stuff. That will come out. But the first part in the morning, I think, is just getting crap out. Like, okay, I need to get this done, and then go back and go, okay, so I'm feeling like this today. How much of this do I think I can get done? Because if you put it in your planner, some people, it's like, well, I didn't do anything. That's why when I do dots, those are what I'm supposed to do. Well, some things didn't happen. Not this week. This week. Wait. Yeah, this one. I didn't stream on the 24th. I'm streaming today. But I didn't stream the 24th. That's the only times I have a dot. But then I knew I wasn't able to stream. There's a difference. That's the only time I'm really freaking out. There is no dots down here. If I work on it, I work on it. If I don't, I don't. There's no pressure. But when some people put it in their thing saying, this is the day I'm doing ... and you don't do it, you start feeling like crap. So my thing is, that's not a good idea. So that's what I'm planning on. I've seen all this. Yeah, that's why I want to do the because it's being stuck in my head. Yeah, and it's a way of taking yourself down. That's why I want to do the morning. I'm thinking, hey, this is a great idea. Morning pages, great. I love this idea. It's like, great, I can do this. Andy has been sweet enough. She has me on Fitbit, and she sends me now new challenges, and it's like, but she's never one to sit there and push the challenge. She's like, you do what you do, and that's good. If I do 5,000 steps, I'm happy so far. Knock on wood. I have done my steps every freaking day, even when I've been in a crappy mood. I'm thrilled that I'm making my steps every day. This will be 2 months in a row I've made my steps every freaking day. Almost. Still got a few more days going. Yeah, I don't have to accept. But you know what? The thing about it is Andy, she sends these things, and it's like, I can do it. I can have fun, and and it's not, oh well, can you better me? I don't get that feel from Andy. That's great. I love it. I'm like, yay. And it's interesting because I'm sitting there going, this is our, since she's gotten premium, she can do now bingo challenges, and I'm sitting there going, what the heck? I'm going, oh, we don't get to choose. And then I screwed up yesterday. I accidentally hit one of the things wrong and went, oops. Yeah. And it's my health. And that's the thing. I love the fact my friend Galena's the one who gave me this. She sent it to me. I've been thrilled ever since. It tracks my sleep. It tracks that's all I do on this is my tracking my sleep and my steps. That is the major things in my mind that goes on this. Yeah. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I don't mind. I'm sitting there going, I joked one time, was it work week hustle? Was it, Andy? And I turned around and said, this is the last time you will ever see me in first place. That week was like, I said, this will never happen again because everybody does more steps than me, and I'm fine with that. I'm cool with it. I don't mind. But it was so funny me being first. She said, you should have took a screenshot. I said, oh, I forgot. Yeah, and that's the thing. You've got to watch how you plan. And that's the thing for some people is that when your planning goes nuts. True. Because I ended up being a couple of times during that week, I was number one. I'm going, I don't know how the hell this is happening. But I didn't end the week number one. I was fine. I was good with it. It was A-okay. But yeah, that's the one thing about, I'm thinking morning pages would be great, or morning paragraph, because then you're sitting there and you're writing it out and it's out of your head, and then you can plan from there. As you notice, I don't really plan a lot during this because I find that when I start planning certain things, it gets too much. And I find the running week is great because I don't have to do these. The only time I'm actually dotted is when I need to post certain things. I need to do certain things. Like, I go to the post office. I'm the one that goes to the post office. So, Monday through Saturday, unless it's a holiday, I go to the post office. So I'm dotting them. The bank, I need to check my bank every day because being low income, being disabled, you don't want someone taking your money. And I've had my account hit twice for stuff that is not something I purchased. I've been blessed several times. I actually had to change my card once, but I was blessed that I didn't have to worry about it. So I do that. My streaming schedule is Tuesday, 3 p.m. Thursday, 6 p.m. Sunday, 2 p.m. All Eastern. But I don't put times, I just put dots. So if I'm a little late, that's okay. I film and edit on a certain day. Only one certain day. That's my social media. It's Saturday. Sunday, that's the day I post. I do my video. There are only certain things, and then, which I kind of slacked. Hey, Rita. In one of the groups I monitor, I'm supposed to post happy birthdays. I was late. So, but that's it. I leave the rest of this. That's what I like about this, is because I don't have to have these filled if they're not need to be filled. They're there just in case I do them. If I wanted to, I could take all these off. Okay. And not a problem. Very easy, very simple. Does a push. I put my schedule. I call my mom. Okay. Not a problem. We'll probably be done in a few. Andy, because you got to be on it in an hour. Are you going to be streaming tonight? Hey, Rum. She did the video. She's got the video up for her, the buffalo, which I loved. I liked that one. And here's Rum saying, he heard Andy was leaving. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. He decided to come see his mama. So, are you happy now? You are so silly. So, there you go. And here we go. Rita, this is we only did 4 days for the end of the month. So we're leaving December in December. I have not started the January one yet. So there you go. Mom beat me some more. Oh, good grief. So yeah, that's pretty much. But I'm thinking of incorporating the morning page, morning paragraph, whatever the case is that day, into my routine for next year. I still am going to do the video on the planners I'm going to use. But like I said, I'm only going to be filming the bullet journal and the social media. Bye-bye. He said, yes. Other than that, any questions, comments, or concerns? And you did get a hello. Well, if no comments, questions, or concerns are popping up, thank you all for coming. Oh, no. How was everything? How was everything? I've been in a funk for the past few days. So, not good for me. And everybody's getting kisses. More kisses. Hope you all love Romeo kisses. You're so damn silly. Oh, and Romeo turned 7. He turned 7 on Christmas Day. I don't know if that's right. I've been in a funk. I can't tell you why. I've just been in a funk. That's the reason why I did not do the call last night. So, oh, belated happy birthdays for the baby. He made it to 7 years old. So, all right. Okay, so I'm going to call it. Andy should be on at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And that would be 10 her time. Since she's in the UK. I'll either see you there or I'll see you back here on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope everybody has some good days, and hopefully I will give you more details about New Year's Eve, so y'all will get some input into what happens and how we're going to do this. Other than that, I will see y'all later. I love y'all, and bye for now.